be a one-on-one with Millie and myself. We could do a one-on-one for Millie then. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. I know that the majority of the people who watch this live are actually probably watching Adam. So if you're watching this in the rewind, God bless you, or the replay, much love and appreciate it. If you are here live, Millie, I appreciate it. Maybe we'll do a one-on-one session with Millie this evening. Thank you for being here. It says there's actually two in the. So if you're the hiding out, there's two hiding out in the chat. Awesome. So grateful. Hi, Claire. Voice it. Hi, grateful. All right, we're getting there. I'm grateful. Thank you. All right, so how are we doing this evening? If you've been watching us in the dawning, I am grateful. If you're new here, we're going to start over here. Welcome to Mr. Floyd, Mr. Floyd's channeling. My name's Josh. We channel Archangel. The purpose of this channel, there we go, is to channel Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain. Why? To help you build your universe. There we go. All right, so we're going to do a couple of quick housekeeping things here to make sure that things don't go crazy on the phone. We've been interrupted before, and we don't want to be interrupted again. All right, so now we are on Wi-Fi. We're going to go in airplane mode here with Wi-Fi. All right, we're good. We're in airplane mode, so this will not. Pandora, hi, welcome. I've not seen you in the chat. Welcome. Grateful you're here. So yeah, if you're new here, please hit the like button, the bell, and subscribe. I would be grateful. Saint Germain would be grateful, and so would Archangel Raphael. We go live as well Monday through Friday. We're doing we do live in the dawning as well. Good dawning with Mr. Floyd, which is actually we've gone about a month, and surprisingly, I stepped out on a limb there, and this is all stepping out on a limb. If you're watching any YouTube channel, if you're watching it, unless they've been doing this for a while, or like they're the world's greatest accountant and they're talking about accountants, and they're really not being accounting. They're not stepping out on a limb. But everybody else, all of us spiritual people, and just stepping out on a limb here, so to speak, and channeling, giving you what we got. And so we've been doing Good Dawning now for a month, approximately. And surprisingly, it's been amazing, and it's turning out really well. Today's video's got over 100 views already. I'm flabbergasted, and I sit back and I listen to the channelings, and they're all pretty smooth and amazing. It sounds like when I'm watching them that they sound all chunked up and messed up, but it's not. And so if you're new and just finding us, join us. We're live every dawning, 10:33 in the morning. Dawning, I don't like to say morning because it has connotations like you're upset or something. And I'm probably not morning anything, but nonetheless, it just has that weird connotative sound. And so we're at 10:33 a.m., 7:33 Pacific. Come join us. We go live. We do more than just channeling in the dawning. We talk about current energies. We've also been talking about perception. Thank you. And Stony. Hi, Stony. Stacy. And so we've been throwing out positive energies. We put down protection. Isis has been working with us as well to put down protection. And so grateful that you're all here. And so what we're going to do today, what we do on Tuesday nights, is more strictly channeling itself. We're going to look at the current energies. I have no idea what Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael have to say. Yesterday's channeling was about being the right deck in the card, picking the right card. It's your universe. You choose how you play your universe. Angela, good evening. Welcome. Wow, we've got 13 here. This is I'm absolutely flabbergasted. So yeah, if you're wanting to questions on how you build your universe, come watch us in the dawning there. That's what it's what we're doing. That's the reason why Saint Germain is channeling through me. It's basically to the world is kind of lost right now. Ellen, our resident karaoke expert, welcome. So our world's kind of lost right now, and so Saint Germain stepped in through me to help you build your universe. The less dervishing, the more centered you are in your universe, and way better your life's going to be. Grateful for all of you that are here. Grateful if you're watching in the replay. Not in a million years. You can ask almost every single YouTuber out there. You can ask Millie, Stony Throws. You want a channel? Stony Throws has her own channel. Ellen, I guarantee you, Ellen and Stony and Millie, and all three of them, not in a million years would have thought that they're going to be on YouTube at all. This isn't something that you do lightly. It's kind of more of a calling. So if you're watching, if you're here, Joyce, welcome, Joyce. Fantastic. So if you're new here, realize that all the YouTubers that you watch, especially the spiritual ones, I mean, if you have a skill, like if you're like the world's greatest bathroom designer and you're videotaping that, and or not video, but if you're recording that, there's no video anymore. But if you're recording that, that's a different story. But for all of us spiritual people, and Millie, Stony, anybody who's going out there with really no agenda and just throwing it out there, you got to give them props. This isn't exactly. All right, so we're going to go ahead. There's 20 of us here. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I'm going to go ahead and channel here for you guys. I have no idea what the message is going to be. If you're new, I'm a semi-conscious. Brianna, welcome. I'm a semi-conscious channeler, and what that means from my end is that I'm there. I know I'm there. I can actually direct my own thoughts within whatever Saint Germain's doing. It's really weird. It's like he's just talking, but I can actually have like my own thoughts going on. And I can reach out. I can look at the time. I can see the live to see the counter on how long this has been going. Reach out for a glass of water or whatnot. Can I bark? We're going to go ahead and put that user in time out for a minute. But yes, I could theoretically bark, but no, I'm not going to bark. So, and if you're watching this as well, generally you understand energies. And so if there's anybody in here being negative or slow energy or what have you, we all understand. So you get it. It's our light. And we've been talking about that too in the Good Dawning there, how our light can trigger. And that's what we did today. We're talking about how we trigger people. And so like our light will trigger those people who are in the dark who want to just mess with our light because they can't handle it. Trickster energy specifically. And there's a really good video on that I may post that I saw yesterday about trickster energies and how you can kind of keep an eye on that. But all right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and drop into channeling here. I count down from 5, and so that brings me into a centered space. I could just drop into channeling, but then I got to kind of center myself while I'm channeling, and it doesn't work as well. And it's kind of like if you ever had to kickstart or push start a stick shift, I'll give you my age. You ever had to drop a stick shift off, pop a clutch down a hill? That's kind of like what happens if I don't take 5 seconds to get in this centered into channeling there. I have to pop the clutch somewhere in the middle of this channeling and kick the energies up. So, all right, we're going to count down from 5, and we'll see what Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael have to say. And I'm grateful for all of you that are here and sticking through this. I am grateful if you're watching in the rewind or the replay. Thank you. And again, join us every Monday through Friday at 8:33 Mountain Time, which would be 10:33 Eastern, 7:33 Pacific. 7:07. All right. Where are we going? Every time I see like 7:07 or 7:37 or 27, I always ask my universe, 7:47. Not that I'm all that keen on flying on a Boeing aircraft right now, but nonetheless, I always ask my universe, hey, where are we going? Because it's inevitable. If you keep seeing like 737, numbers mean stuff in your universe. So if you're seeing like 737 all the time, you might want to ask your universe where they're destined to be taking you, because they're letting you know you might be going somewhere. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening and welcome. If you have watched us this morning, we are grateful. If you are here for your second time, if you're here for your first time today, thank you. We are grateful for you being here. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we channel through Josh for you. And we say that pretty much every channeling. We are here for you. We want to make sure you understand that Josh has no idea. He's giving up his time to channel this message to you through him for you. So we do this every day. We do this in the dawning, and we do this once a week in the evening as well. We do this Monday through Friday, as Josh had said, at 10:33 a.m., which is not really the dawning, but since he lives in the mountain times, and there is other videos that are on at 7:33, like 7:30, which would be a more ideal time. He doesn't want to smoosh up other channels, so to speak. So we are on at 8:33 mountain time. So come join us. What our purpose is here is to help you. If you are not in understanding of, it's not that you are not in understanding, of course not, but you are having questions on how to best build your universe. Unfortunately, on your planet right now, there's a lot of, we like to say, dervishing energies. And what a dervish is like a machine that's gone berserk. And so, like each of you are an individual toroidal field of energy. You, Millie, Ellen, whoever is watching, you are all individual toroidal fields. Angela, you are your own energetic field. So everybody is, and you are walled off. You cannot see what people are seeing from other energetic fields. You cannot see how they are viewing you per se, and you cannot see they cannot see how you view them. Everybody is in their walled garden. So we are walking around in our own individual toroidal fields. win a greater, larger toroidal field so that we can, because what you do, and really we affect each other. It's like we are one big soup, so to speak, but you are your own individual ingredient. So everybody is an ingredient in a larger earth soup, if you want to think of it that way. So what we are here to do, and we're going to discuss tonight, is help you to build your best universe. And during the day, we have been talking, like today, we've been talking about energies, where if you are by the water cooler and Fran does not like you, she gives you the evil eye, for example, and you come over and you start saying, "Hi, Fran, I love you. How is your universe?" Not, you can't say "I love you" at work, but I am having a great day. How's your energy? I hope you're having a great and loving day as well. You could say that, but you can't tell somebody at work that you love them, like as a friend per se, maybe if you are friendly with them, but you know what I am saying. But nonetheless, you are being that loving energy. But Fran, she is in the darkness. She is not happy. She is giving you the evil eye. She might become trickster energy. And that's what we are discussing this morning, where she might go, "He is always so happy. I just wish he would break his leg or something." Favor, nobody breaks their leg. But that would be trickster energy, where they smile at you, they tell you "Oh, yeah, I'm grateful you are having a blessed day." And then behind your back, they are cussing you out or something. So that's what we are discussing today. In your universe, of course, there are lots of different energies that you might come across. For you, your job as a light worker, if you are watching this, unless you are here because you are confused or you're seeing this crazy guy closing his eyes and talking on the screen, looking like he has lost his mind or something, which you could, and then you just don't understand what is going on. And we are okay with that. Stick around, you might figure it out. We might be able to help you with that. But nonetheless, in your universe, you're going to run into tons of different energies. It is your job as a light worker to bring that light to our situations. You are allowed to be dark, of course. We are not saying that. But what we are saying is that, generally speaking, as you walk around, what we had stated before, you leave an energetic wake. So when you are moving like a boat, so to speak. So when you are moving, your energetic wake is going to be behind you. You are going to leave that energy wherever you go. You're going to run into energies, so are going to have to react to the energies that you are leaving, that you are transmuting or transmitting out. You are putting energy out. We all put energy out. We are like a furnace, so to speak. Everybody is like a furnace, if you want to think of it that way, where you are pumping out your energies. Instead of pumping out heat from the heat pump or from your gas furnace, you are pumping out love, or you are pumping out anger, or you are pushing out indifference, like "I just don't care right now, leave me alone," maybe. Or you are pushing out hermit energy. You want to use tarot cards, or maybe you're in a tower moment, so you're asking people to just leave you the F alone, so to speak. We don't want to cuss us per se, but you might, and we understand the energies of people in their universes. So if we get a little colorful as occasionally as we do, we are just matching the energies on your earth. We are not trying to be all pious and perfect, because your universe is not pious and perfect. We are not going to be disingenuine. You will think you are talking, you are not, even though you are talking to Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael, we are not saints, so to speak, either. Ha, ha, ha. We are the energy of everything as well. We understand the negatives that are going on. And sometimes you just want to go F and scream it out loud, because it is not easy to be on earth. You, like we are saying, you have to navigate so many different energies. You run in front of a police officer, you have to square up for a moment and go, "Hello, officer." You may not, but then if you don't, and you are sloppy drunk, for example, if you are not squared up real quick when you are walking past the officer and you stay sloppy drunk, you may not be walking past the officer very far. So, but in your universe, you have tons of energies that you have to deal with. You have to put on different hats. That is not easy, especially when you are in the light and you want to hold your light, but you have to put on different hats. You have to go in front of your boss. So in front of your boss, who might be a dim light bulb. We had discussed this earlier today too, if you want to go back and watch it. We're talking about how you could compare them to light bulbs. So maybe you are a 100-watt light bulb. You are shining bright. But maybe your boss is only a 40-watt light bulb. So you have to go deal with those energies. So you walk into your boss's office, you are already in a space where there is a lower vibrational energy. How do you hold your higher energy with compassion to the lower energy that you have to deal with, that is actually in some formal way you have given them permission to be running your parts of your universe, your boss? It's a contract. You enter, think about this for a moment. You enter into an energetic contract with lots of different people. things and universes. When you go to work, you are in an energetic contract with the universe of work. And specifically, the work where you are at. You are in an energetic contract to do X, Y, and Z. You are a salesman, or saleswoman, or salesperson, whatever you choose. Use your pronoun, but whatever, you sell. So if you are selling stuff, you are contracted with the employer to sell their stuff. That is your job. You have to deal with their energies. You have to deal with their rules. You might even have to dim your light by saying things. If you are, then we would hope you would not take a job that makes you say things that would dim your light. But if you have a sales script, sometimes it may not be the best way for you to go, and it may be dimming because you might have better ways to sell. But you get the idea. You are in that universe. You have to deal with lots of things. If you are a child, you have to deal with the authority of a teacher. Why do you have to give them, why you have to act as if they are in, you have to allow them really to be authoritative over you, unfortunately. When we do that in lots of situations in our universe, like your boss, you are entering into an agreement. When you get a job, you may not even know who your boss is. You are hired by the HR department. They found you are a great fit. Then you get introduced to your boss. You have to deal with whatever energies your boss, your new boss, is going to put out to you. You have to now deal with those energies while remaining out of your trauma body and in your light, loving body. That is not an easy task, because what you are asking for is to, try to communicate. And if you are communicating with somebody who is a 40-watt light bulb, but you are a 100-watt light bulb, it is not that easy. You are communicating in 100 watts. It might go over them. So you have to bring your energies to a match, not your physically, but in a lot of ways, you have to bring yourself into a space that can be understood by the 40-watt light bulb, while you are walking around much brighter, outshining the 40-watt light bulb, so to speak. Not really, you know what we are saying here. We're talking about your energetic vibrations. We're not talking about you as a person. Everybody's equal as far as person on the playing field, but you might feel more sauce. You might be more loose. You might not be carrying your traumas. You might be a whole different story. So you'll meet your boss who is already going to see you. You are a brand new boss, and you are a 100-watt light bulb. You might you might have an energy clash. I'm going to state that. So keep that in mind, that you might clash with people in your universe. If they have a lower energetic field than you, your light is going to trigger them. So you might clash with them. Just like the teacher and the student. The student has to be respectful to the teacher, but the student may have more vibration than the teacher. The teacher also might be teaching incorrectly, and the student might actually even know that. For example, you might be in history class and she is giving you incorrect history. And so you speak up, but then you get smacked back down by the teacher. Can you hold that vibration? Can you understand that, okay, the teacher is in her position. By you stating that she was wrong about what she was stating, and here's your proof, you might have put a slight against her energies or something. Can you handle that? Can you handle that? Being in that space where you are in lower vibration, you have to go, you are wrong, but I have to accept that and just move on. Whatever it is for you. And this goes back to everything in your universe. Everywhere you go, you are having energetic conversations. You are meeting people. You are exchanging energies. You are absorbing and releasing energies. You are saying hi to somebody. You are shaking their hand. The moment your hands come together, you are releasing your energy to them. They are releasing their energy to you. If that energy is lower, if it's a negative vibration, or if they are shaking your hand and then they are of the dark and shooting you darkness into your eyes, or whatever it is for you, can you hold your center as source? Can you find compassion for the fact that they are not at the expression of source that you are? They may not even realize that they are source. Can you hold that expression for them? If you are meeting a Ken or a Karen, and they are temper tantruming their traumas to you because you are doing something that is setting them off into oblivion, can you hold compassion for Ken and Karen? Can you hold love for them in their universe to understand where they are in their universe and say, it's okay. We understand where you are, but we love you and it's okay. There's 8 billion people on this planet. Everybody is at their own vibrational space and level. I want to repeat that. Everybody you meet is going to be in a different vibration. There's no two vibrational states that are alike. So if you are put in front of a vibration somebody's energetic state. We are talking about people as their vibration. We are not seeing them as a avatar, but everybody is a vibrational state. So we are saying when you are in front of somebody who has a lower vibrational state, can you hold compassion for them? Can you talk at a level that they would understand? It is not for you to sit there and berate them. Oh, you are sus. What are you saying? Don't you know that you are sus? Why aren't you doing that? Why are you acting this way when you are source love? They do not know they are source love. Can you be the compassionate one and be the example of the source love that they do not know? It is part of your job as well. Not only possibly to trigger somebody into their ascension, so to speak, but also to be that example of the love on earth. You have a job outside of being a mom or a dad or salesman or woman or whatever you do. You drive UPS truck, whatever it is for you that you do. You are an ambassador, whatever, even in the military. You have other jobs as well. You are also an energetic ambassador for Source. You are the example. You have two jobs, so to speak. And you have three. And it is also your job to show compassion to everybody else. So when you are walking around on planet Earth, remember that you are the energetic, you are the ascension. So when people look at you and you are the energetic shift on planet Earth. You are that energetic shift. So when you are talking and communicating with people, remember, hold that in your frame, no matter what they are saying. You might be the only true example of source love that they ever have seen. Everybody else in their universe might be traumatized. Everybody else in their universe might be living rote code through anger or frustration. This is through patterns. Whatever it is for them, hold your compassion and realize who and what you really are. They are too, but they do not know that. So it's your job. I hate to state this, but you do have a job as a light worker. If you are watching this video, you are in the first wave of being a light worker. It's a job. It is part of your resume, so to speak. When you go back up into the ethereal and you are done here on Earth and you are up there, you're like, yes, I was one of the first. And I was part of the energetic shift on this planet. And that's the point. You are part of that new energy. You are the new energy. So you might be the only new energy somebody sees ever. How do you want to breathe in and out of somebody's universe? Do you want to be of love and peace? Do you want them to see that you are ascending? And so this is what it is like to be around somebody who is ascending, to be of love, to be of compassion, to be understanding that you are in your heavier energies. We have to deal with that. We are the ones, not them. You watching this video, you are the one watching this live channeling who has to shift your energies, who has to be the compassionate one. You have the knowledge, you have in your heart that you know who you are source love. And if you know nothing more, if you are still in your traumas and you are still watching this, but you are working your way out of your traumas, you know you are source love. You might be the only source love somebody ever sees. There's not a ton of us out there, but there's a ton of them, so to speak. We are not picking each other apart. We are just saying those who are in their vibration as source or understanding it or walking towards that or in their dark night and understanding that they are clearing whatever it is for you, wherever you are in your universe. They, meaning the people who are not awake, who are not in that understanding, who are just davishing through, who are watching the CNN or the Fox News or whatever they are doing, and it doesn't matter. There's no them or us per se. It is just all about energies. So you have to be that welcoming energy. You have to be the one, because they're not going to change their energies for you. You have to hold your light and let them see you as the example of source, because they do not know they are source to begin with. That is the crux of tonight's channeling. Is remember that wherever you are, if you're a new boss and you do not get along, if you have a teacher who's teaching incorrectly for you, you're getting incorrect information, and you go to tell her and she's like, I am the teacher, shut your trap, so to speak. Accept that, because that's where they're at. You are source love, or at least you understand that you are working towards being fully source love in your body. So in that case, then you can let it go through understanding where their vibration is coming from. I want to repeat that in a different way, but generally the same thing. Your new boss. If your new boss is a meanie, or he's rude, or he has bad habits, or is insolent, well, of course, if he's rude or insolent, you could go to human resources, but maybe he doesn't know his job as well. And you are like, wait a minute, is this correct? Whatever it is, you have to accept their vibration. You have to figure out you do, because you are awake, you are aware. So it's your job to merge the energies. Be your light, but realize where they are coming from. Do not try to trigger them. Do not try to be like, I am sus, you are not, ha ha ha. I know better than you. It is a matter of you now have to learn how to play in the energetics. They don't know that energetics exist. Well, they might, but they are just so lost in their traumas or whatever. From your end, it is your job to play in the energetics, to be the right energy, to frequency match. Think about this for a second. When you are in space with your new boss, do you want to be ultra high vibe if they are low vibe? Of course not. Do you want to be like, I am awesome, woo, I am sauce love, and life is amazing? Your boss would think you are nuts, for one, and they are not going to understand that higher vibrational energies. Maybe they are always worried about the incorrect TPS reports that are floating around the office and the cover sheets. And there's 4 other bosses that are also talking about the TPS reports. So maybe he's worried about that, and that is all his energy can deal is the stupid TPS reports are incorrect, and they are not being delivered with the correct cover sheet. So if that's the case, then you have to have some empathy for where they are at vibrationally. It's just part of your job as well. You know how to move your energies. You know how to shift. We're not saying to be a social chameleon, not in any aspect. But we are saying there are times when being the 100-watt bulb, when you are around the 40-watt bulb, may be a little bright. Think of yourself as a 3-way bulb. So turn it down to 75. There you go. You never want to turn it down to, don't lower your energies to match somebody else. Never. You never want to debase yourself or lower your energies. But you have to understand energetic dynamics. And so if you are wanting to be with somebody like your new boss and you want to introduce yourself, you don't want to overpower them, so to speak. You don't want to be that overly bouncy guy, because it's not going to work in that universe, because they are not overly bouncy. So bring your energies to a match, but you are sure. So you will always hold that love and that thought, but just don't pump it out to them, so to speak. Kind of keep it more reserved. That's all what we are saying is your light is going to throw so many people off that sometimes it's not the best to be the brightest light all the time. Yes, of course. Let them know that you understand who you are if through your actions, through your loving and concern, and through your being your best self, of course. But we don't have to throw it in their faces, and that's what we are getting at. They're not going to understand anyways, and they might think that you are overly happy or you're taking happy pills or something to that effect. Keep that in mind. We have to deal with so many different energies. While our energy is generally, we are happy, we are sauce, we are love. We know that. We walk through the universe most generally like that. We have our ups, we have our downs, but if you are not in your dark night, and if you are walking towards this, so keep walking, keep listening to where you want to be energetically. You will get there. Ooh, Josh wasn't there 3 years ago. He was in the middle of hell in his dark night of the soul. But he is here now. You will get there. It just takes time. And you could wake up tomorrow and be out of your dark night, or it could be 2 more weeks or 2 more years. We don't know. Only you do in your highest self. Just keep reaching for your highest timeline. And remember, everybody's in their own energetic timeline. So when you are out there in the universe and you meet grouchy people, people who are just like, what's wrong with you? How are you so happy? They act like somebody, maybe they're just not in their space and they are taking it on you. Have your compassion. Hold it in your heart to realize that not everybody has the gift of a rising kundalini, of a gift of knowing that they are their chakra system, the gift of being able to ground and feel the earth, the gift of turning off the TV for 20 minutes, or hopefully forever, but turning off the noise for 20 minutes and finding the most blissful peace. Not everybody can get that, but you can. Or you are working towards that, but you understand that exists. So keep that in mind. When you are out there in your universe tomorrow, and you are out there interacting, don't be so glib. Don't be so, woo. You can, and I'm not saying not to, but keep in mind other people may not be feeling that, and they might be much lower energy. You can be that example, and we are not saying not to be that example. Just remember that if you are overly light, if you are the 1500-watt bulb, so to speak, in the light, you are the extremely bright bulb, you're going to dim everybody else's light. Also keep that in mind. We love you. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we have channeled. When you are out in your universe, remember everybody is where they're at. If you can help them to lift their vibration, be that blessing. If you can help people to see they have a vibrational choice, they are source. They do not have to sit in the lower vibrations. They do not have to worry about this, that, or the other. If they give it to source, if they give it to the higher energies, if they release it, so to speak, then they do not know that they create their universe through everything that they say and everything that they do. So if somebody is just stuck in one negative spot and they do not realize that, so just have compassion for them. If it is a friend, of course, then maybe you can say, hey, I see you are in the dumps, or you are seeming to have a lower vibration today. So anything you might want to discuss, absolutely, as a light worker, as somebody who is a friend, of course. But if it's your boss or your mean teacher or whatever it is, the mechanic, you take your car into the shop and somebody pieced in their Cheerios that morning, so to speak, let it be. Just don't be all super jolly about them. And don't try to trigger people with your super light, so to speak, when they are not in their super light. Be the balanced. That's what's come up a lot. And it makes sense. Walk in balance in your universe. Have compassion for where people can be and where they are in their universe while you're in your super high vibration. We love you. Come join us tomorrow in the dawning. And if you are needing help in building your universe, join Josh, where he can do a one-on-one session with you, with Saint Germain and Archangel Raphael. We will come in and see our universe. We will take it into a focus and see where you might be dervishing or where you might be holding stuck energies. And you can just email Josh at Mr. Floyd Channelings, and we'll put it in there somewhere and it might come up in the chat. Mr. Floyd Channelings at gmail.com. We want you to have the best universe, and that's why we are channeling through Josh. So you can slow down, get out of your dense trauma body. The trauma body is where you are holding all your traumas. Like if you miss the bus for work, you take the bus and you miss it, you will hold that trauma in your body and talk about it all day long. Your soul doesn't care. Your soul's like, okay, whatever, we get there somehow and we get to work, or we don't, it doesn't matter. But your body will hold that trauma. I'm going to be late for work. I'm going to miss work. I'm going to get a demerit or get a write-up or whatever because I missed the bus. You hold that in your frame and then you give it to everybody. You put that energy out there. So you're giving it. That's what we are saying. If you're receiving that energy from somebody else, show your compassion and love. Just nod and okay. If you know them, then you could be like, you are dervishing out into that. And it's already in the past if they are good friends. Keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and release transmission here. We hope to see you in the dawning tomorrow with Good Dawning with Mr. Floyd at 10:33, 7:33 or 8:33, wherever you are in your universe, whatever time zone you are in. And of course, if you're in the central time zone, then it'll be 9:33. So we love you. We hope that you understand that you are source love, that you are the example that most people will see. You might be the only true living example of source, somebody who knows that they are source love on planet Earth that somebody ever truly sees. Remember, you bring in your vibration, brings in your other people who match vibration. So you hang out with higher vibration. They don't see that out of higher vibration. You happen to come into their universe. Don't over-empower them. Don't overrun them. And don't criticize or judge. Have compassion for those that you run into in your universe. And realize you are the example, the living example. Everybody is, but you are the knowing living example of source walking on planet Earth. We love you. Releasing transmission. All right. There we go. Ooh, thank you. Hey, there's 7 left and 11 likes. All right. Thank you guys forever who's still here. Stony, Millie, Anna, welcome. God bless. How are you? MZ, whoever that was, message redirected. Ty, how does the universe feel about being an artist named 1 a.m.? The universe doesn't care what you name yourself. 1, 2, 3 all the time. There you go. If you're seeing 1, 2, 3, 07 Mustang, then things are going to shift in your universe. They're going to move forward. So yeah, in your end, then, thank you, Millie, for the hook. Ellen, there are darkness in life, and there are darkness in life, and there is light. Remember, you are light. Exactly. Actually, you're light, but don't throw out your darkness either. It's matter of fact, your darkness. If you run into the right energies, it's your darkness that can catch somebody else's darkness, and then maybe pull them into the light. It's overlooking your shadow, trying to smash your shadow side, where we kind of lose ourselves and start criticizing ourselves if our shadow comes up or if we get angry or frustrated. So, ooh, that's weird. I lost the chat. Oh, well. Weird. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm appreciative of all of you guys. And now I can't see the chat. YouTube is so weird. All right. I love you. I am grateful for you guys. Join us tomorrow at, for Good Dawning with Mr. Floyd at 7:33 or 8:33. There we go. 8:33 Central or Mountain and 10:33, 7:33 Pacific. There we go. All right, guys. I love you. I am grateful for all of you who are here. Saint Germain is grateful. Archangel Raphael is grateful. And we will see you in the next. And remember, everything you do or don't creates your universe. Love y'all. See you soon.